Okay, good morning, everyone. Looking at the US stock markets, the Dow has earlier on retraced after falling below the 24,000 psychological level. Earlier, we did see a lot of support along the 24,000 psychological level, but since the violation below the 24,000, we are seeing the Dow Jones has pulled back sharply towards the 21,750 points before staging a strong recovery pattern as the Dow climbed back above the EMA 20 level. But on last Friday, after 5 days of continuous gains, we are seeing some mild profit taking activities on the Dow Jones as the Dow continues to linger just marginally below the 24,000 psychological level. So over the near-term basis, we might see some of the mild retracement after 5 days of gain. We might see some of the mild retracement for now back towards the 23,500 points level before the next recovery to resume if we can find some support along that level. The weakness was mainly due to just the mild profit-taking activities on the Dow Jones, on the US stock markets. Similarly, on the S&P 500, we are seeing the S&P 500 has again violated below the 2600 psychological level. Since then, we are seeing the S&P 500 has staged a sharp pullback towards the 2350 before staging a very strong recovery as the S&P 500 has again formed the flat formation breakout above the 2500 and subsequently head towards the near just marginally below the 2600 psychological level. On the S&P 500 wise, we might be seeing some of the mild profit taking activities to trend back towards the 2550 before the next recovery will to resume on the S&P 500 to head back firstly towards the 2600 or even towards the 2700 psychological level on the S&P 500. Okay, some of this on the crude prices. The crude prices has ended a very volatile trading period, falling from around the 77 US dollars barrel level. Since then, it has found some support along the 42.50 before staging a very strong recovery. It subsequently broke out above the 47.50 before heading just towards the 53 US dollars per mark. But on last Friday, we are seeing some of the signs of renewed profit-taking activities on the crude prices due to the lingering concern over the rising US supply. For now, we might be seeing the crude prices to trend back towards the 50 to see how it holds there. If the 50 level can see some of the rebound pattern, then we might be seeing the crude prices continue to trend higher back towards the 57.50 or even towards the 60 over the longer term period. So for now, let's monitor for the 50 level to see how it holds there. Okay, on our local front, the FMKLCI has been lingering on a sideways trend between the 1670 towards the 1700 level. This came after the window dressing activities on the FMKLCI towards the end of last year. We are seeing just a sideways pattern as the FMKLCI continues to hover around the EMA 20 and also the EMA 9 level. For now, we might be seeing just the sideways trend between these two levels until we can see either way breakout either above the 1700 then or below the 1670, then only we can confirm for the next direction on the FMKLCI. But all in all, if you look at the longer term basis, we are seeing the more positive sign on the FMKLCI as we can see that the MACD indicator has been forming the higher high and also the higher low formation since 2.5 months trading period. So this could be the lower risk zone or the bottoming out zone on the FMKLCI at current juncture. On the small cap index, we are seeing a very strong recovery on the FM small cap index. Then we did mention in the potential stock discussion group on the 19th of December, we did mention that the FM small cap index is braced for a recovery and subsequently it continues to rebound towards near the EMA 60. So on the FM small cap index right now, we might be seeing some continuous rotational play, but with gains likely to be capped towards the 12,200 points level until we can see a breakout above that. Then we can confirm for the recovery on the FM small cap. But over the near term period, at least maybe for like today or the coming days, we might be seeing some of the profit-taking activities on the FM small cap index, given that the lower liners is severely overbought right now. After a very strong rally from the around the 10,900 points all the way towards the near the around the 12,000 points, which is about 10% gains, we might be seeing some of the profit-taking activities to kick in on these lower liners. Okay, before we move on to the stocks, let's look at the construction index. Construction index has been traded on a very volatile manner, hitting the recent low of around the 147 level. And before this, we are seeing a bullish divergence signal as the index has been forming the lower low formation, but the MACD indicator has been forming the higher low formation throughout this period of time. With the bullish divergence signals being formed, we are seeing the the construction index trending higher, creeping higher, subsequently break out above the 157 points level to close above the EMA 60 level over the past couple of days. So we might, over the near-term period, we might be seeing further gains or further recovery on the construction index to head back towards the 193. That will be the immediate resistance level for now. On the construction stocks wise, some of the stocks that we can watch out for under that sector will be the GDB. GDB has earlier on hit the recent all-time high since its IPO days towards the 45 cents level. Subsequently, GDB has continues to trend lower, giving up all its gains towards the recent all-time low of 22 cents. After hitting the 22 cents on several occasions, we are seeing a sideways movement on the GDB, but on last Friday or last 2 days, we are seeing GDB has managed to close above the EMA 20 level and continues to maintain that on last Friday. On GDB right now, let's monitor for the breakout above the 25 cents. Should the 25 cents level were to be breached, further upside will be seen towards the 29 cents or even towards the 31 cents level. The stop loss will be located below the 22 cents level on GDB. Things appears to be slightly positive right now, as you can see that the MACD indicator has already shown buy signal, just that the MACD line is still below the 0 level, whereas the RSI has also risen above the 50 level over the past couple of days. On Kerjaya, price has again been beaten down, forming the double bottom formation along the 98.5 cents level. Since then, we are seeing a good recovery trend on Kerjaya as price hit towards the 1 ringgit and 28 cents level, which coincides with the previous resistance as well. Subsequently, price formed a one-day bearish candle, but there's no follow-through by interest, and subsequently, price traded on a sideways manner on Kerjaya right now. For Kerjaya, let's monitor for this short-term breakout above the 122. Should price breach above the 122, we can trade Kerjaya for an intraday or contra target at the 128 or even towards the 137 level. Stop loss is located below the 118 cents on Kerjaya. On our Crest Builder, price has earlier staged a 2-day rally towards an intraday high of 110 cents before giving up most of its rally's gain. It subsequently staged a pullback over the next couple of days continuously and traded on a sideways manner over the past 1.5 months to 2 months trading period. But recently, we are seeing some of the accumulation was taking place on Crest Builder. For now, let's monitor for this breakout above the 92.5 cents. Should price breach and close above this 92.5 cents, then we can trade Crest Builder towards the first target price at the 1 ringgit psychological level towards the 110. Stop loss will be located below the 85.5 cents level on Crest Builder. With the signs of accumulation, we are seeing the MACD indicator has already issued buy signal, and MACD line has risen above the 0 level, whereas the RSI has also risen above the 50 level over the past couple of days. Last two companies for today will firstly will be Dayang. Dayang has earlier recovered, forming the higher high and also the higher low formation towards the intraday high of the 87 cents. Price subsequently formed an inverted hammer candle and subsequently traded towards the new low of around the 50 cents. After hitting the 50 cents level, we are seeing price stage a technical rebound with gains limited towards the 74 cents. But after hitting the 74 cents or 73.5 cents level, we are seeing price has subsequently pulled back again towards the 50 cents before staging a recovery. On Dayang right now, let's monitor for this trend line breakout, which is above last Friday's high of the 60.5 cents. Should price breach above the 60.5 cents, we can trade Dayang firstly towards the 68.5 cents, towards the 73.5. Stop loss will be located below the 56.5 cents level on Dayang. Last company for the day will be Chrono. Chrono has earlier recovered towards the recent high of around the 81 cents before staging a sharp pullback towards the 51.5 cents. After hitting the 51.5 cents level, Chrono has just recovered towards just the EMA 120. It rejected the EMA 120 on several occasions and subsequently price pullback and traded on a sideways trend since then. But on recently, we are seeing some of the accumulation was taking place on Chrono as price once again formed a bullish engulfing candle to close above the EMA 60 level. Earlier we did see price retested the EMA 60 level on several occasions, but it did not close above that. But on last Friday, we are seeing price close above the EMA 60 level, accompanied by some of the improvement in volumes being traded. With price closing above the EMA 60, let's monitor for this sideways consolidation breakout above the 63.5 cents. Should price breach above the 63.5 cents, we can trade Chrono firstly towards the 68 or even towards the 71 cents level. Stop loss will be located below the 60 cents on Chrono. If you have any questions, you can put in the chat box. I'll reply you shortly. There's some question on firstly is Destiny. Destiny has earlier been beaten down since the general election. Since then, it has staged a technical rebound towards the 36 cents before got trending on much lower back towards the recent low of the 12 cents. After hitting the 12 cents level, we are seeing a continuous recovery on the Destiny as price from the higher high and also the higher low formation. But recently we are seeing some rejection along the EMA 120 level again. Earlier we did see price recovered and rejected the EMA 120 and subsequently trended lower. Once again, we are seeing some of the similar pattern was being formed on a Destiny as price recovered towards the recent peak of around the 25.5 cents. It rejected the 25.5 cents on 2 days, and on last Friday, we are seeing some of the profit taking activities. So for now, on a Destiny, in order to see further upside, we need to monitor for the breakout and closing above the 25.5 cents for us to confirm for the next recovery towards the firstly towards the 28.5 cents, subsequently towards the 31 cents level. While should price violates below the 22 cents, then you have to cut loss immediately on a Destiny. On WCT, similar with most of the construction stocks and also the construction index, WCT has earlier recovered very strongly from the recent peak of 66 cents. Price subsequently made a good breakout above the 71 cents level, accompanied by some of the improvement in volumes being traded. Since then, price continues to a much higher towards the recent peak of around near the 80 cents. For the WCT right now, we might see continuous buying towards the 84 cents level over the near term period. That will be the immediate resistance level for now until we can see the next breakout, the pullback, and the continuation pattern. Then you can confirm for further recovery. For now, gains would likely to be capped just towards the 84 cents level on the WCT. And should price were to violate below the 75.5 cents level, then you have to cut loss or take profit immediately on WCT. If there's no further question, then we'll end the morning briefing for today. Thank you.